Hello, YouTube. So you are tuned in with your girl Makara again here tonight at Cougar's Closet. And my topic tonight is called After a Breakup. So I had wanted to talk about this topic because I feel like we as ladies, we have not mastered the art after a breakup. We need to get this down to a science, or at least know the ways to maneuver around a breakup. So let's dig in. When dealing with a breakup, it's never delightful, right? It's never easy. It's never satisfying. So I want to talk about this because a lot of times when you're dealing with a breakup, you are dealing with so much pain, so much anger, so much frustration. And we look for an easy route to a breakup. But the truth of the matter is there is never an easy way to a breakup. And I want to put this out here because I really think that we as women, we think that there is a shortcut after a breakup. There is never a shortcut to healing. The answer to a breakup is time. Time is the only thing that's going to allow you to get back on your feet, to clear your mind, to clear your head, and to face these challenges and become a better person. Because once you allow yourself to sit back and let everything clear out, you come to find out that you've taken more than what you should have. You put yourself through more things than what you should have. And a lot of times when you're dealing with a breakup, the first thing as ladies that comes to our mind is how to get revenge. You know, how to make the other partner jealous. We're always doing these things, how to tear up his favorite car or something that we know he loves. Anything, you know, to get back at our partners. No, y'all haven't done none of this. I haven't done none of this. So I just want to say anything that causes us to act negative in a negative situation, you are never going to get positive results from that. The only thing that you can do is take the higher road and be the bigger person. The thing that you need to do whenever you're faced with a breakup is take time alone and let nature run its course and let the pain run its course. And even though it's a tragic, painful situation, these situations come to be blessings in disguise. Because what you'll find is now you're learning that when you do get involved with your next partner, the things that you want, the things that you don't want, the things that you will accept, the things that you won't accept, you'll be better equipped for this battle because you know what came with the last battle. And see, the thing about a breakup is when you're taking time alone for yourself, a breakup has no time limit. You know, it just depends on the situation. It depends on the person. It depends on how much time was invested, what you invested, what you gave up. There's different elements playing into this thing that determines, you know, how long, you know, this breakup could run its course. It could take anywhere from 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It just depends on how deep you were in this relationship. What all was exchanged, what all was intertwined. Those are the things that would determine how long it would take you to get over this breakup. But the thing is, there's no time limit. You just have to roll with what's going on when you're in a breakup. And the worst thing that you can do when you're in a breakup is to get back out here before you're ready. See, what happens is you are looking for a temporary band-aid, a temporary fix. You start looking for someone else to ease the pain. But the truth is, nobody can ease the pain but you. You're wanting, another person to take care of these things that only you can take care of, right? Only you can take care of your heart. Only you can take care of your mind. Only you can be responsible for your own joy, your own happiness. It's not the other person's job to do these things for you. Because when they're not around to do these things, what happens? You end up spiraling, going back down because you are depending on them to lift you up. When the truth is, you should already be up when you meet somebody. You don't ever want to put that type of responsibility on somebody else. You are asking somebody to do way too much. Something that's not in their job description. Something that's not going to take you but so far, if you know what I mean. So let's be responsible for becoming the person that we want to become. And when your partner comes in and meets you, trust me, they will know that you've done the homework. Because there's a lot of women out here that's placing this deep responsibility on their partner. And the partner tries to give them everything and do everything. And at the end of the day, they have everything, but they are not happy. What they don't understand is no one can make you happy but you, right? So let's do the homework. And another thing that ends up happening, when you're out here looking for these temporary fixes and these temporary band-aids, you're looking for somebody to restore and replace and rejuvenate. And before you know it, you in the bed with somebody, exchanging spirits with somebody. That's deep, y'all. Think about it. You are exchanging a lot of personal things with someone else. So we have to get more responsible about the way we respond to traumatic issues when they reach our doorstep. We have to be more responsible. You end up in these relationships that you're not supposed to be in because you just out here grabbing somebody, anybody to ease the pain. And that's what happens. You end up getting anybody or anything. And a lot of times what you thought you were bringing them in on to take care of a certain aspect of your life, that doesn't even end up getting confronted. That doesn't even get taken care of. It's something worse. You might be in there getting beat now. You might be in there getting all your money taken. Getting your car, out all night. And you ain't even good enough to be in it. So a lot of things go on with these relationships, after a breakup, when you don't sit back and redeem yourself. See, your mind is going all these different directions and all these different ways. You haven't cleared anything out to even think about what the next step is going to be. So, when these breakups come, this is just a situation that requires a lot of space, a lot of time for breathing, for clearing out, for accepting. See, there's a lot of footwork you have to do with yourself before you can even allow somebody to even come back into that space. There's a lot of mind clearing that needs to go on. Because, see, the truth is, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, because at one time I didn't want to hear it myself. But the truth is, until you learn to be alone and work out all these factors, you're not going to be good for anybody that you come across. You're not going to know how to treat anybody because you don't know how to treat yourself. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be looking at the world in a negative way because everybody's been negative to you. And even though, you were the victim in the role, that doesn't mean that you stay the victim. You give yourself enough time to clear this stuff out, so you can become the hero and not the victim. See, a lot of people, when they stop by, they don't mean you any good when they come in. But a lot of times, people are intimidated by a smile on your face, and they want to come crash that. And we allow them to paralyze us, if you will, for a good amount of time. They done jumped off, and now they on catching them another victim. And you sitting here laying dormant, paralyzed, because you was part of their scheme, part of their plan. That's not what we want here. Even if you have been victimized, you don't never want to stay in a position where you stay the victim. You always want to rise to the top and become the hero, regardless of how bad the situation is. So tonight what I want to do is, I want to drop some gems. I want to show you the difference between how a woman handles a breakup and how a man handles a breakup. Now, that way maybe if you can see something in between the difference of what I'm talking about and learn to connect something, that'd be cool. If you take something from it, that'd be cool. Whatever it takes to get you to understand how these things work. Because, see, the way a woman handles a breakup from the way a man handles a breakup, two different opposite dynamics playing here. They're not the same. They're not the same at all. So let's get into a woman and how she handles a breakup, shall we? So, when a woman handles a breakup, the first thing she does, her defense mechanism is she shuts down. She don't want nothing to do with the world. Her whole world has been crushed. She's frustrated. She's frightened. She's upset. She's hurt. She's destroyed. She might, want to talk to her mother, her sisters, and maybe one or two friends. But the most time, you're going to find that woman in the house crying, tissue everywhere, balled up, on the phone telling her girlfriends she can't believe he did this to her. He already got somebody. You know, she gonna go through that whole motion. The world outside is not her friend. The world is not her friend at all. She don't want to see nobody. She don't want to have to explain to nobody she ain't with nobody. Why she ain't with nobody. She just don't want to do that. From sun up to sundown, she's in the house crying. Somebody might have to come bring her something to eat or make her eat or something. She's up and down. She's up and down. Her eyes are all puffy. She just a total wreck. That's how a woman deals with a breakup. Now, let's look at how the man handles a breakup. A man's breakup is totally opposite of a woman's breakup. When a man handles a breakup, see, he uses a lot of strategy. He knows that sitting in the house is not his friend. See, the opposite of the woman. The outside is not her friend, but he knows the inside is not his friend. So what he'll do is, when his homeboys call, hey, let's go out and kick it for the night. All right, cool, I'm there. Let's go out of town. Let's go to a strip club. Let's kick it. Let's ride. You know what I'm saying? Let's hit the strip. He's there. See, because he understands that sitting in the house is going to make him ponder on what's going on. It would make him even more have to deal with what he's really not trying to deal with. He's thinking about it, but not as much. You see what I'm saying? Because, see, he's outside and he's conversating with all these different people and all these nice cars is riding by and, all of these things is going on that kind of takes his mind away from these things where he doesn't really have to deal with all of these things. See, he's smart. What he'll do is he'll run himself raggedy all morning, all noon, all night. He over visiting relatives. He over visiting friends. He playing the game. See, he knows how to keep his mind moving, because if it's staying still, it's going to be some things there that he don't want to deal with. And the breakup is it. So he's smart enough. He knows being out here in the midst of all these things will take an edge off. So when he goes home, he done ran himself so raggedy and he's tired, but he's there with nobody but the wall. So he's forced to look at the situation, but he knows how to work his way through it because he's tired. So in the midst of eating, then he takes a shower and watch TV. See, he know he gonna be knocked out after a while. See, man, they're a little bit smarter. They don't just put themselves in a place or a zone that would make them have to sit there and straight out think about something head on. They're not going to do it. And what it does is it makes the woman think, he's not thinking about me. He don't care about me. He don't love me. We just broke up. And he out here doing this, and I got a call he was at the club Saturday night. Ladies, that's not true. He just has a different way that he deals with it. He's not going to let the pain eat him up versus we let the pain eat us up. So I'm saying all of that to say this. Ladies, if you ever in the midst of a breakup, the best thing you can do is stand still. Don't move. Don't move. If you ain't ready to go outside and deal with that, don't go. If it's this popular club that you know he hang out and he gonna be there, and you also know he gonna be torturing you, talking to other women or throwing other women in your face, don't go. Why would you put yourself in that situation and you know that you're not ready to deal with that yet? Your eyes ain't ready to see that yet. See, what you got to do is stay in the house and get built back up. Deal with you. So that way, when you come back out, you kicking the door in. And you singing, Return of the Mack, it is. Watch my toes. Here I go. See, when you step up in the club, you got to be singing Return of the Mack. And you putting yourself in a vulnerable situation when you in a vulnerable state of mind. Trust me, you ain't going to be singing no Return of the Mack. If you ain't ready, stay in the house and handle your business. Don't try to get even. That's the worst thing you can do. Y'all, I've been in the loving business a long time. Been there, done that. The worstest thing you can do is run out here and snatch you somebody because he got somebody. You don't even know the dynamics behind all of that. But you do know what you want and what you looking for. What he doing and what he want, it ain't got a damn thing to do with what you want and what you trying to have going. So stay in the house and just deal with that. If you feel like crying, cry. Because the more you cry, right, you detoxing. You're releasing. You're getting things out, you know? And I'm going to tell you something, what I found from being in the loving business. A lot of times, when you down, he's up. He out having a good old time. He partying. He doing this thing. But when you done sat down and sat out and soaked, cleared your mind, pushed everything out the way, know the ins and outs of what you going for, what you ain't gonna have, what you ain't and who you ain't gonna allow to do X, Y, and Z to you, that's when you start coming back up. You on the phone with your girlfriends now. Oh yeah, girl, who having a party? Girl, I'm finna go in here and do my hair and get my nails done. It's on tonight, girl. I'm gonna get me an outfit. See, a lot of times, what I find, when you start to come up, he's coming down. When you look up, you ready to step out with the homegirls, and it be the same night that you finna go kick it. He on the phone. He done landed back from outer space. Next thing you know, he on the door. You was going out with your girlfriends. Now he ain't got in the house and he locking the door. With him behind the door. Ain't nobody going nowhere. Now he ready to seal the deal. And I'm not saying that this happens in all relationships, but a good part of them, they do. So what I'm saying is, ladies, when you're going through a breakup, be mindful of what you do and how you carry yourself. And I say that because, see, I've trampled all over with this stuff. I know the ins and outs, the back streets, the alleys, the sewers to the gutter of this stuff. Be careful how you carry yourself when you acting out of hurt, when you acting out of anger and fear and jealousy. Because see, you know why you doing what you doing, but the onlookers, they don't. So whatever you do, a lot of times it's going to stick with you. And another thing I want to suggest, when you're dealing with a breakup, when you want to talk to somebody, talk to your mother, talk to your sisters, talk to your brothers, but don't go talking to his friends. That's the worst thing you can do, ladies. Don't go talking to his friends, because let me tell you something. They're telling you how wrong he is, and they treat their women with the utmost respect, and they wouldn't do their women like this, but at the same time, they rubbing you back. And one thing leading to another. And when you know anything, you somewhere with a friend. Y'all, I did this. And I wouldn't be on here talking to y'all about this if I didn't care. Because see, once you find out what's out there and the games they playing, you can come in your house, shut your door. You know what's out there. It's when you don't know what's out there. But see, I'm telling you what's going on out there before you even put your clothes on, before you even put your shoes and your coat on, and grab your purse and your keys. I'm like short and low. Done it all, done it all, done it all, done it all. I done it all. So ladies, when you're going through a breakup, run through it, go through it. If you ain't ready to come out, don't come out. Sit out for however long it takes. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing, the couples that you see. Keep your head focused on you. Be loving to yourself. Be gentle to yourself. The only person that can deliver this type of deliverance to yourself is you. And then when you feel that you are strong enough, that you don't care, that it doesn't even matter no more, and now you're willing to have a new friend, get back out there. But what I am telling you to do is to take the required time it takes to get back out there. And once you find out what's going on out there, a lot of times, baby, you don't even want to be out there. I'm serious. Once you find out everybody got this facade going, ain't nothing popping the way you think it's popping. You all in these situations you ain't got no business in. It's 3 or 4 women fighting over him and screwing with him. Is that the situation you want to be in? Do he even care about you to put you in this situation? Look at the situation that he's putting you in. Once you look at the situation that somebody's putting you in, there go to all the answers right there playing out in front of your face right there. All right, so that concludes my notorious segment of After a Breakup and How to Deal. I hope you ladies learned something from this tonight. I'm just trying to, if I can, help, somebody. Because I've done this stuff, and I'm telling you, it don't amount up to a hill of beans. It ain't worth it. When you could be in the house minding your own business, finding you something to do. Caring about yourself like ain't no other gonna do. At the end of the day, it don't matter. So if you like my video, please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Love always. Cougar's Closet.